Hello my beautiful Scorpios and welcome back to the channel. This reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. As always, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, okay? I just want to mention that this channel is still new. I lost the old one, so I really need your support. It really helps this channel grow and allows me to continue offering you these readings. I do daily readings and soon I'm gonna be doing personal readings. Okay, Scorpios? So again, welcome to Daily Scorpio or Scorpio Daily. Let's look at the cards and see what we have, okay? Okay, so the first card coming through for you is the Six of Cups. So this is a very emotional card, Scorpio. It speaks of memories, nostalgia, emotional connections, and sometimes people from the past. Many of you may find themselves thinking about someone from your past lately. It could be a former partner, a soulmate connection, someone you never fully got closure with, or even memories from childhood resurfacing. But this card is not about suffering, it's about awareness. Sometimes when the Six of Cups appears, Spirit is asking you to reflect. What patterns did you learn in the past? What emotional wounds are still influencing your present? Or what version of yourself are you ready to release? This card can also represent inner child healing. So some of you are reconnecting with parts of yourselves that you neglected, your creativity or your emotional truth. And this is powerful work. I see this as a powerful work, even if it doesn't always feel easy. Okay, so for the second card, we've got the King of Wands. Nice. So it's next to the Six of Cups. We have the King of Wands. So this is a fire energy. It represents a person with a strong character, confidence, patience, and leadership. So this could be someone currently in your life or someone from your past or someone who will soon enter your life. And I have that feeling that this person is soon gonna be entering your life, okay? So this person feels influential, they challenge you, they inspire you. That's where I feel. They push you to become better. Oh my god, that's good. So there is a sense that this connection is connected to your growth. Not necessarily an easy connection, but a meaningful one. Yeah, so some of you may have felt intimidated by this person at first, and some of you may admire them deeply. So some of you may feel emotionally connected to them, even if the connection is complicated. But the important message here is this person appears in your life to awaken something inside you. Oh my god, I love this card. I love this card. I truly love this card. Okay, so what's very interesting is how the Six of Cups and the King of Wands are facing each other. This suggests a connection between past emotions and present growth. It suggests that someone from your past may still be energetically connected to your current journey, or that lessons from your past relationships are influencing the way you see connections today, okay? It feels like you are being asked, are you repeating old patterns? Are you finally ready to break them? And this is where your power lies. Yeah. Okay, so now we move to the Five of Cups. This is the card of emotional disappointment, regret, and focusing on what went wrong rather than what still remains, Scorpio. Okay? I won't sugarcoat this energy. Some of you are still holding into emotional pain. So you may be thinking, I gave too much. I trusted too easily. I should have known better. Why did this happen to me? But Spirit is gently guiding your attention elsewhere. Because in the Five of Cups, even though Three of Cups are spilled, two are still standing. There is still hope, there is still emotional opportunity, there is still healing. You are not meant to stay stuck in the pain of the past. You are meant to grow beyond it. And I truly feel like you are starting to realize that. So what's powerful about this reading is that it doesn't feel hopeless at all. Yes, this is an emotional processing. Yes, this is a reflection. Yes, this is healing. But there is also movement of awareness, transformation. You are not collapsing under the weight of your emotions. You are learning from them. And that changes everything. Now we see the Four of Pentacles. This tells me that many of you have become more guarded, more selective, more protective of your energy. You are not giving everyone access to you anymore. You are not oversharing like before. You are not sacrificing yourself to please others. And this is growth, Scorpio. This card can also speak about money and security. Some of you are focused on saving, some of you are being more cautious with spending, and some of you are thinking more seriously about stability, okay? Alright, Scorpio, so the next card we need to talk about is the Eight of Swords. This card represents mental limitation, not physical limitation, not real obstacles, but psychological ones. Okay, so what this tells me is that many of you are feeling stuck, but the truth is you are not actually trapped. You might be telling yourself things like, I'm not ready yet, I don't know what to do, what if I fail, what if I make the wrong decision, what if I open my heart and get hurt again. These thoughts feel real. They feel real, actually. They feel heavy, they feel convincing. But the message of the Eight of Swords here is that the cage is created by the mind. The blindfold can be removed, the ropes are loose, and the path is there. Okay, so you are far more powerful than you realize right now. And I want you to hear this clearly, Scorpio. You are not stuck because life is against you. You are stuck because part of you is afraid of your own power, afraid of change, afraid of the unknown, afraid of stepping into a new version of yourself. But the moment you decide to shift your perspective, everything begins to change. Okay? So the most powerful thing about this card is awareness. The moment you realize I am the one limiting myself is the moment you take your power back, okay? Because now you are no longer a victim of circumstances. Now you become the creator of your direction. And I truly believe that many of you are at that exact point right now. You are starting to connection your old beliefs. You are starting to question your old choices. You are starting to realize that the life you want requires different version of you. Okay? So, not a perfect version, just a more honest one. Okay? Wow, Scorpio. Now, the star. After everything we just discussed, look at what comes next. The star. This is not just a good card. This is one of the most beautiful and helpful cards in the entire tarot deck. Okay? The star represents healing, hope, faith, divine timing, spiritual alignment. It comes after difficulty, after emotional processing, after uncertainty. And it's the universe saying that you are being guided. You are not alone. Things are aligning, even if you can't see everything yet. When the star appears, it means that something better is on the horizon. It means your energy is shifting. It means your healing is real. Okay? So, some of you have been through emotional darkness recently. Some of you have questioned your path, doubted themselves, but the stars say you are entering a period of renewal, slowly, gently, but authentically. Okay? So, this is not instant transformation energy. This is not everything changes overnight energy. No, no, no. This is deeper than that. This is healing that happens internally first. This is emotional clarity, spiritual growth, and becoming more aligned with your truth. And what I love about this energy is that it feels genuine, not forced, not fake positively, not denial. It feels like someone who has faced their shadows and is now slowly walking back toward the light. And that's powerful. Trust me, that's powerful. Okay? So one of the biggest messages coming through here about trust in the process, trust in your timing, your evolution. You may not fully understand yet why certain things happened the way they did. You may not fully see yet where everything is leading, but the star says even the delays are part of the alignment, and even the confusion had a purpose, and even the heartbreak had meaning. Okay? Not because you deserved pain, no, 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 but because your soul is evolving. Okay? And the more honest you become with yourself, the more aligned your path becomes. So, Scorpios, something about your energy is different now compared to the past. You are not reactive, you are not as impulsive, you are not as emotionally consumed by everything. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, more intentional. You still feel deeply because you are Scorpio, but now you are starting to understand your emotions instead of drowning in them, and that's what we call growth. So, Scorpio, if you've been feeling confused, uncertain, or emotionally tired lately, this reading is not here to discourage you. It's here to remind you you are in a transition period, not a breakdown or a breakthrough. Okay? The pain of the Five of Cups is being processed. The fear of the Eight of Swords is being challenged, and the hope of the Star is beginning to rise. You are not where you were before, and you are not where you are going yet. You are in between, okay? And that space is uncomfortable as it feels, but it's where transformation happens. Keep that in mind, Scorpio. So, the final card we need to talk about is the Hierophant. And this is a very deep and meaningful card, okay? So listen carefully to the end, okay? Because the Hierophant represents wisdom, learning, higher understanding, and spiritual maturity. This is not surface level energy. It's not casual growth. It's a soul level development. So what this tells me is that everything you've been through recently, the reflection, the emotional processing, the mental struggle, the healing, it was not random. You are evolving. You are being guided toward a higher version of yourself. Some of you are starting to question your beliefs, and some of you are changing the way you see relationships. Some of you are changing the way you see yourself. And some of you are becoming more conscious about your patterns. So this is the Hierophant energy. You are no longer living unconsciously. You are waking up. Okay? So Let's take a step back and look at your entire reading as one connected journey, okay? So you begin with the six of cups, reflection, past memories, emotional patterns, inner child wounds, all connections. Then came the king of wands, a catalyst, a powerful influence, someone or something that awakened you, a push toward growth. Then came the five of cups, disappointment, emotional pain, focusing on loss. And then came the Four of Pentacles, boundaries, protection, self-preservation, learning not to overgive. Then came the Eight of Swords, mental struggle, self-doubt, feeling stuck. And the Star, healing, hope, alignment, renewal. And now finally the Hierophant, wisdom, understanding, spiritual maturity, growth of the soul. So do you see the evolution? This is not a chaotic reading. This is transformation story. Yeah, you didn't suffer for nothing. You didn't struggle for nothing. You didn't question yourself for nothing. Okay, I see that you are becoming someone new. So one of the strongest messages coming through in this final energy is this: you are outgrowing who you used to be. All relationships, all emotional patterns, all habits, all fears, all limitations. And when you outgrow something, it can feel lonely at first, but the familiar no longer fits. But the new is not fully here yet. The space can feel uncomfortable, but it's also sacred, because that is what real change happens. The Hierophant says you are not just evolving emotionally, you are evolving consciously. You are becoming more aware of your energy, more aware of your choices and your growth. Okay? So another important message I get here is that standards are rising. You're no longer accepting connections that feel empty, or tolerating disrespect, or abandoning yourself for others. You are beginning to understand your value on a deeper level, okay? And that doesn't mean you are becoming cold, of course. It means you are becoming aligned. You are learning to difference between love and attachment, between connection and dependency, between intuition and fear. This is spiritual maturity. Okay, so the Hierophant is often seen as a teacher, but in this reading it feels like you are becoming your own teacher. You're no longer blindly following or trusting. You are no longer ignoring your inner voice. You are starting to listen to yourself. That's a good point. You start listening to your intuition and your emotional truth. And that is one of the most powerful shifts a person can experience, because once you start trusting yourself, life starts to feel very, very, very different. Okay, so if I had to summarize this entire reading in one message, it will be this. Scorpio, you are not breaking down. You are not breaking open. Trust me, you are not losing. You are learning, not losing. You are not stuck. You are transforming, okay? So everything you are feeling right now, the reflection, the emotional depth, the desire for change, the questioning, the healing, it's all part of your evolution. And you are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not failing, okay? I just want you to trust me, Scorpio. You are exactly where you need to be for your growth, okay? So, Spirit wants you to remember 3 things. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you realize, and more guided than you believe, okay? even when things feel unclear, or your emotions feel heavy, or even when the future feels uncertain. Okay? You are not walking this path without purpose. So, my dear Scorpios, I truly hope this reading brought you clarity, comfort, and confirmation. Remember, this is a general reading. If it didn't resonate fully, that's okay. You can always check your moon sign and rising sign for additional insight. If this message resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. In the comments, let me know which part of the reading connected with your situation. And if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Okay? And please, your subscribes really means a lot to me. Okay? So your support truly means everything and helps this channel continue to grow. Thank you so much for spending your energy and your time with me today, Scorpio. I appreciate you more than you know. Okay? I see you tomorrow. Take care of your heart. Trust your journey. And I see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Love you.